Hey friends in Victoria, today it's Monday, mocktail day. So today, it's really is. I need to turn on another light. I guess it's too late now. So, hey, if we haven't met in Victoria, I'm the owner of Fortuna Cucina Tea Company. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a raspberry mocktail. Today we're going to be using fresh raspberries to make a mocktail. So we're going to start out with our tea as I normally do. And we're gonna brew our tea first. So today we're using absolutely gorgeous skin loving tea. Now you see this? You see this? That's a lot of tea. This is probably a tablespoon. I'm just gonna throw the whole thing in. You really don't need that much. Probably half that much would be fine. I'm using my little carafe today because I just want something that's quick and easy to do. Another option, if you're like, Victoria, what is this tea thing? And why am I using this carafe thing? And what the heck do I do with loose leaf tea? Let me tell you, friends, I'm here to talk about that. So you see this little dealy bob? This is a tea strainer, and they're called strainers or filters, same thing. So I have a couple different options for you available on my website. I do have some, so if you're gonna purchase tea, it can come with the tea, but also I have a couple options from Amazon that you might like as well. The idea is we're gonna put our tea in here and then we're gonna close this up. And this happens to be one that you dunk in the water. There are also some that like stay on the rim of your mug. And we're going to use this to strain out the leaves. I really like this deal. I don't know what it's called, tea carafe, something like that. And I'm gonna be using this to make my tea. So let's get going with our tea, and then I'll show you how we're gonna make the rest of this mocktail. Okay, I'm always afraid I'm gonna pour this tea all over me. Okay, it needs to steep for a hot minute. So we're gonna put our lid on it and put it to the side. Now, we have some, hey, I don't see who's watching, but hi, thanks for the thumbs up. We're starting with fresh raspberries. And we're gonna make a mocktail with our fresh raspberries. Now, we have a couple options when you use berries. People complain about the seeds. It's Mother Nature. If it comes from Mother Nature, it has seeds, and we could do one of two things. One, we can suck it up and just ignore the seeds. Use floss after, okay? It'll be fine. Or two, you can use a strainer like this to strain out the seed part. Is completely up to you. This is also another reason why I like to do a simple syrup, and you can strain out any seeds or any of the really big like pulpy material. You can strain that out as well. And I'm working on a mocktail book right now, and one of the things I'm teaching you is how to make a simple syrup. Comment below if you want a video on how to make a fruit simple syrup. I have one of those on YouTube. But for today, we're just starting out with these raspberries. We've got our raspberries, and if I was more prepared, I would have a muddler, but I'm gonna use the back of a spoon, and we're just taking the back of our spoon and we're smushing those raspberries. And we just want the raspberries to get like some juice out and just start to get really like kind of squishy, and that's when the magic happens. So, oops, it nearly escaped on me. Okay, so this is what our raspberries look like right now. So we have a couple options. These are the ingredients that I have right now. I have tea, obviously, and we're gonna use the tea as our base. So we have our raspberries, we have our tea. What else are we doing? Oh my gosh, I forgot to add one simple step, and we're gonna go back to this. Because of this tea, okay? The tea I'm using today is absolutely gorgeous skin loving tea. So this tea has nettles, it has hibiscus, it has rose hips and elderberry, and it's a lovely tea. It's still brewing. It's gonna come out on the pink side. What we're gonna do, I should have done this before. I'm gonna add some agave to the tea just to add a touch of sweetness. Now I don't always do this, so you could leave this out if you wanted, Or you could add agave, you could add honey, add sugar, whatever your deal is. And I'm just trying to make sure that the agave gets incorporated in with the tea. Now this tea isn't exactly red. It does have a lot of stinging nettle in it, which is one of my absolute all-time favorite herbs. And so it's this darker pink color. So we're gonna give that another minute to go. So we have some agave in there. You can also, if your raspberries are kind of tart, you can also do this. Try not to spill anything. You can add a little raspberry. We're gonna add a little agave to here. So the sugar that you add to your fruit also helps it break down. So when we are trying to have a delicious mocktail like this, one of the things you have to think about is, I'm gonna add things and is it gonna be good or is it gonna taste kind of bland? So we have this set aside, the raspberry. What are we gonna add next? So I use the tea as a base. We have our raspberry, and I'm gonna share with you a couple things I have in my kitchen, because this is what I do. I go, okay, what kind of mocktail do I want today? What do I have? I have coconut water, which sounds awful along with this tea. So I'm probably gonna pass on the coconut water, but you know what I do have is this lovely mineral water. Now, when you're making a mocktail, a couple things that you should think about is, especially if you're doing this for a friend, or let's say just for yourself, you just want to do something lovely for yourself. Even if you just add like a little wedge of lemon or sprig of mint or something like that as a little garnish, it really classes up the drink. And so I did not run out to my garden and get mint. I should have, but I didn't get a chance to do that today. So this is something you can think about. And if you have any of those things in your yard, you can go ahead and grab that. So I'm gonna start mixing our final concoction here. So we have our tea. I'm just gonna pour this in here. And yes, this is hot. No, I didn't get any ice. I should have gotten ice. Okay. But so we have our tea here. We're going to add those raspberries. Now, if you are the type that, I'm gonna actually try to show you this. And I'm wondering how I do this without it spilling this all over. Oh, I know. Okay. If you are the type where you're like Victoria, but I don't like seeds. Okay. Try this. Okay. You see this contraption I have going on here? You can actually push the raspberries down, and it's kind of like this motion. I'm trying not to get it all over. Push the raspberries down so that you end up getting the juice of the raspberry coming through the strainer, but it's not getting all over. Like, that is the idea. So you get that good raspberry flavor. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what is an easier way to do this? Like I said, you could do a fruit simple syrup, or you can add a dollop of raspberry jam that's seedless. You could add a dollop of strawberry jam. All of these things add great flavor to your mocktail. So, okay, we have our raspberry in here, we have our tea, we have our agave, and I'm going to add some mineral water today. And then I'll go out to my yard and get a sprig of mint. One of the nice things about a mocktail is they're generally fizzy. They're generally have a little bit of like pizzazz. So think about how you can do that too. Even if it's just you enjoying it, there's something so special about making a mocktail that is just, I don't know, just a little bit fun, a little bit special, a little bit, you know, has something unique. Okay, so I added my sparkling water. We're gonna give this a little stir, and I'm gonna try it. Oh, yum, that's really good. That is delicious. So if I were serving this to people, I would have chilled the tea before I started making my mocktail. Obviously, it's just me in my kitchen, so I didn't do that. What I'll probably do now is put this whole thing in the fridge and let it chill up for a little bit, or you can just serve it over ice. But that's my drink for today. I don't even know what I should call it. I love to give interesting and fun names to my mocktail, like raspberry razzle dazzle. I don't know. Oh, that's a good one. I'll have to write that down. I will never remember it otherwise. So that's the raspberry razzle dazzle. So we have our absolutely gorgeous tea that we use as our base. We strained some raspberries because we're fancy and we don't want those seeds. And we added some agave, and then we added finally, good Lord, I did not speak German ever, Gerolsteiner, the mineral water. It's supposed to be one of the best. And just added that to the top. This will be a super refreshing drink for the summer. Also, if you want to speed up the process, what you can do if you have a bullet blender is you can put in the bullet blender your raspberries, and this includes any kind of fruit, okay? Any kind of fruit, especially if it's looking sad and you know you're not gonna eat it because it doesn't look spectacular like it just came from the store. Mix that thing up in your bullet blender and then strain it like we did here, and you have a fabulous base for a mocktail. So, thank you for being here with me today. I was going to tell you guys about my Tea of the Month Club. If you are not already a member of the Tea of the Month, you really should sign up. This month is the Black Blood Orange tea. And it is what it sounds like. So I combine blood orange peel with Darjeeling black tea. It is a lovely tea. If you're a Tea of the Month Club member, not only do you get a bag of the tea, but you also this month get a bag of the vanilla sugar that I paired with it. And I swear, to me, it tastes like an orange creamsicle. So that is what you'll be getting with Tea of the Month. And I'm gonna have a special link for my Tea of the Month Club members, because for this month, only the Tea of the Month Club members get to purchase that tea, because it's unlimited quantities and I may run out. So if you aren't already a Tea of the Month Club member, I will list it below. If you are looking to recreate this tea, if you're looking to recreate this mocktail, the tea you're looking for is absolutely gorgeous skin loving tea. I'll put a link to that below as well. And I want you guys to comment and let me know what else you want to learn how to make. Do we want to go more citrus? Do we want to go more floral? What do you think sounds really good? All right, friends, have a fantastic Monday, and I will see you soon. Take care, bye.